Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Another hot, humid day as we'll see an afternoon high of 92 under mostly sunny skies. South winds could gust around 20 to 25. Late tonight, showers and thunderstorms will try to push into the region, a low of 69. So we start off the day tomorrow with some showers and storms, then heat back up with a high of 93. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on air and online at the FM Dom. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
On a Friday, we are coming in hot. Happy hour got me fired up. I wasn't expecting that on a Friday.
I wasn't expecting it to be the controversial topics that you were able to jump in on. I didn't think it was going to be that controversial, personally.
Nor did I. We planned plenty of other things to talk about during happy hour. Didn't get to them. That's fine. That's why I'm glad I got to. Hopefully the sound is off there. My favorite Bellevue West grad in the house right now, Eric Strickland.
Facts. What's up?
Doing great. How have you been?
Man, it's Friday. Got a nice little shave. Feeling good. Going into the weekend. Looks like rain's trying to pop in on Lincoln. I don't like that. But other than that, man, it's going to be a great weekend. Great baseball going on out there. Excited about that rivalry, man. I'm really hoping that they both stay relevant and good. Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons, as well as LSU. Tremendous rivalry, and it's great to see. I love what's going on in the World Series right now. Absolutely.
LSU and Florida will play for all the marbles starting tomorrow. Game 2 on Sunday, Game 3, if necessary, on Monday. As always, we'll have it right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Strick mentioned the rain. Don't let that keep you away from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. If it was nicer out, we would highly recommend the patio. But even if it is raining, go cheer yourself up, warm yourself up inside. I think their lunch buffet is open through the weekend, so definitely make sure you check that out. Try a little bit of everything. It'll make you feel good inside. It'll fill you up. You will be all set and good to go. Numbers for you, 402-464-5685. Lots to get to on the show. Strick, maybe just a brief mention here at the start of the big Husker football recruiting news, because it hits close to home for you. A couple of Bellevue West Thunderbirds in the fold for Nebraska. Isaiah McMorris, Davon Hall, alongside their quarterback, Daniel Kalen. What do you make of that?
I got to see that. Listen, I'm excited. I really think they may have a little bit of trouble with Hall, potentially. I actually think McMorris would love to be a Husker, but they got to make things work for him. I think that would be something that they would love to see. And it's good for Kalen. I'm just excited that he was able to come to a conclusion that Missouri was not going to be the place for him and make his way back to become a Husker. It's good to see that Coach Rule is making things happen, especially in the in-state. I don't care what anybody says. The greatest formula that they ever had was a combination of foundation guys. It's worked for Nebraska sports. It's the same even if you look at the volleyball. I mean, you just go up and down the successes of Nebraska's history. There's a foundation of in-state Husker recruits And then you have some that you're able to come in, identify that has the passion, loves, and wants to be here for the culture, and then is able to showcase and highlight their skills. I mean, it's been a traditional thing. I understand that transfer portals, and I understand that NIL has changed the landscape of how that works, but at the same time, I still think it's a formula that's healthy for a program.
Speaking of that formula, I would be remiss if I didn't shout out Carrie Leinbach from Lincoln Lutheran. She's a libero, committed to Nebraska volleyball.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Huge. Love that for her. Love that for Nebraska.
Yeah.
Love that
2 years
for
from
Lincoln
now, right?
Lutheran. Yep, 25 class.
Yeah.
So got to shout that out. But you came down the road from Bellevue West down to Lincoln. If you had one or two pieces of advice for them as they start their college journey in Lincoln, what would you say?
I mean, you one of the things is, I call it an MOB mentality. I'm not going to say what the acronym is, but it's basically a focus on the aftermath and not just the what is of now. It's come here, be focused on where I want to go, and work at areas to make sure that I'm on track to get to my ultimate goal, which was to become a professional, whatever that sport was going to be, you know? And yes, you enjoy the experience. Yes, you have a college, full blown experience. Enjoy that too. I mean, you don't go and just sit in a silo and just sit with, like a racehorse when they get in, they have those little blinder things on, which no, I'm not saying that. Enjoy the whole experience of what it is, but ultimately you still have to be focused on where, because if you get lost in all of that, you can end up coming up short of where you want to go, and then ultimately wasting, in the opportunity that is presented. When I talk about opportunity, Austin, for me, opportunity has always been like a room. Life is like, for me, life has been like walking into a building. Everybody has access to the building. There are some that can be blocked off with security. There's some that have doors that are closed, meaning there may be stuff going on behind it. You have to, you have to either go barge in, or you have to knock, or whatever the case may be. But then there's some that are cracked. Follow me, right? That's what life is to me. Life in this arena of sports is like an open door to another room that gives access to a better, another level, another area, another space. And when you see that door cracked, what you gonna do with it? Are you just gonna peek in? Are you gonna even knock? Or are you gonna kick that sucker in? For me, it was about, there's an opportunity into that room right there, which was the NBA for me. Crack. I'm kicking this
Bruce Lee style.
I'm kicking it in, and I'm coming in, and I'm sitting down at the head table as if I belong there. You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's the way I look at it. This is an opportunity. You have to not squander or waste it. And this is why it upsets me about the transfer portal sometimes, is kids, they get to the opportunity, but they're coming to the opportunity not understanding that you are in a bigger, like we talked about before. Are you in a pond? Are you in a lake? Think about a goldfish. A goldfish that's put in one of those little bowls, they stay little. You put a goldfish in a pond, they get to be huge. If you just go look at them them goldfish be like as big as some of the biggest basses, right? Because they have room to grow. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. I didn't mean to delve off into a tangent like that, but that's how I see it. And I'm hoping that those kids take that opportunity.
It was beautiful. It was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
hopefully those guys.
Sometimes I drop a little knowledge, a little nugget, a little wisdom. Sometimes.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah,
that's why we have you. That's why I put you in front of kids at camps. I think that's still going on, right?
They still do it. I think they got a couple. Yeah, one more week left. I think after. Yeah, one more. This is week 2, week 3. Yeah.
Shout out Rock.
Shout out Rock.
Getting his thing on.
Rock Nasty. Love you, man. Continue to do the wonderful work that you're doing with the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep up.
We know Rock can coach. That's why he's putting on this camp. Been around the block, done that a time or two. A guy that I don't think Nebraska fans were sure could coach, even people across the country, Garrett McGuire. He is being cited as the reason that Hall and McMorris committed to Nebraska. And that's incredible. He's 24 years old. His dad and Matt Rule are really good friends. He gets a job on the Nebraska coaching staff as a wide receiver. Really his first coaching job.
Yeah.
And he's responsible for making sure Isaiah McMorris stayed connected, who was always more in on Nebraska, but contact had basically stopped between Nebraska and Davon Hall. He was looking SEC. He was looking Kansas State.
Yeah.
Garrett McGuire kept after him, kept that relationship going with the help of Daniel Kalen, the quarterback, with Isaiah McMorris, I'm sure chipping in more than his fair share. You were able to get both of them. That's huge,
amazing.
Huge on Daniel Kalen for staying after it. Isaiah McMorris gets credit. But this, to me, is a huge feather in the cap for a first-year, 24-year-old coach that had plenty of people asking questions about him in Garrett.
But wondering and worried about whether or not he can get the job done. But, hey, shout out to Matt Rule, who had faith, saw something different than what probably everybody else would consider or think. I know there was probably some head scratching going on. And so good for them, that's an important, I'm telling you, it's an important part of the foundation of what you're trying to build in a program. It's so important. Somebody said something when they're talking about that. One of the toughest things to do is when Nebraska left the Big 12 and stepped into a different marketplace of the Big 10. Yes, financially it was huge, it was important. But what it did was, if you're losing the best of what you have to offer in state to the surrounding competition, which is already a state small by way of size numbers. It's not like Alabama. It's not like Louisiana. Still small in numbers, but good gosh. Talent pool for is still through the roof, right? There's listen, this is not a knock on the brand. There's talent here. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in totality, if you're losing the best of what you've got and the program is on slide, how in the heck are you going to get the best from other places to want to come? You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to show a separation of what it means or why it means that this place is the best place for you. I think they're trending back to that. This is why Nebraska is able to get the best of the best as far as volleyball.
Right.
This is why I'm hoping that what Fred Hoiberg has put together can do better build on what they did last year. So those are the things that I'm hoping to see, and I'm hoping the same for Matt Rule, because I don't care what you say. Shout out to Mickey Joseph. All of that stuff is behind him. Now his life is able to move forward. But shout out to him setting the tone of trajectory towards getting back or going back in the right direction. He did that. Now, say what you will about it. Say that maybe he wasn't the right fit or whatever the case you want to say. That's a whole different discussion. But what I'm saying is he did set the mark on trending back, because there's nobody on the text line. There's nobody listening on Allo 951, 52, or 53. All the channels. There's no one on the stream. There's no one on the radio. None of them can, in their minds, say that after Frost left, that we were going to be even Steven at the end of the day. I don't care what anybody says. There's nobody that can tell me that you had faith that we're going to be even Steven. You thought we were going to fall off the freaking wagon. Most of us did.
Yeah. That was the conclusion that we drew at the time. And funny how things can change.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the only step that needs to be taken, but it's a nice step to see in the right direction.
Facts.
You hope that it's, that stock market arrow pointing upwards, after a little bit of a decline. You brought up Fred Hoiberg, and there's a little bit of
shout out to Crowbait. Love you.
It do be raining. The first thing on the in-state recruiting, Amari Bynum, I think, is the guy that's next on that list that Nebraska really has to go hard after. Iowa's offered him just a few days ago. He's a 6'8", 210 power forward type guy in Omaha. I forget, is he Brian? Benson. One of those. Anyways, he's in Omaha. That'd be a good in-state get for Nebraska. That's less the point. Kirk Risa back on the market.
What?
Former Arizona point guard. Yes. Kirk Risa, the one we talked about back in, what would that been?
How did that happen?
Huggins' resignation.
Oh,
He commits to West Virginia.
Wow.
The Huggins
That's right.
debacle, the second one so far.
The DUI.
Yes.
Mm.
Led Kirk Risa to decommit from West Virginia. He said he's still open to returning to West Virginia based off of who they hire. He'll give him a chance still. But it sounds like Nebraska could be back in the mix along with Memphis and Cincinnati. There's still a lot of guards. I don't know if you need another guard.
Oh, gosh, that's once you committed to, the young fella from Iowa. Once you did that, you pretty much locked yourself. I don't know. The rules have changed so dramatically for me that I don't know how they could pull these things off these days. But okay, I mean, but when I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Because Kreese is not a great shooter, right?
He's pretty solid.
He's okay.
36, 37%.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
So, but that's not like,
not elite.
He's not elite, but he's also a lead guard where he's one of those. So it's just got to come down to the fact of, do you believe in the guards you have? Because you have a lot of them.
So many.
You need more front court work. I'm just going to be honest. You need bodies in the front court. Now,
Jawan coming back will help, but you need another guy or two.
I think you do. I think you need another a horse. Not a horse, another hoss. Somebody in there that's definitely a beast.
And we talked about the guy from Washington State that Nebraska reached out to. Not a hoss yet.
No.
Very tall,
it's a project.
He's
you get in there and do some, and I'm not calling him this, so don't be on this line saying it's like Frankenstein, right? Yeah, you still got to kind of put some things together. You kind of got to, turn on the lights a little bit. You got to kind of rev him up. You got some stuff. You got some work to do. I think he's a project.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
Where's he going to go with this? So I think you still at least look at Kreese. I still think there's a possibility that someone would transfer out.
Yeah, if you bring Kreese in, somebody's hitting the portal.
Absolutely.
There's no question.
I don't know who it would be. I don't know what that would lead to, who it would be again. But I think you at least kick the tires and see.
Let me think of who you – let's take a peek.
Okay. Oh, I remember where I was going to go. So after you're done,
okay.
I got a thought.
You've got to probably look at Ramel.
Could.
Probably. Possibly. You've got to look at the young fella that just transferred in from, I keep forgetting his name, from Iowa.
Ulis. Aaron Ulis, yep.
Him, A1. Like, you got to probably look at him.
Which, Joe Toussaint, his former backcourt mate at Iowa, transfers out of West Virginia as well. Side note. Okay.
Side note.
So Ramel and Ulis.
So I don't think Jamarcus is worried. I don't think, definitely Tamanaga's not. But I think one of those two, you might even maybe.
What
not,
about CJ?
Maybe not. No, because
okay. Why do you say no?
Well, you know what, CJ might, because you might have to look at CJ because of the Tamanaga, and you're looking at probably playing Jamarcus and a little combo probably with Ramel Lloyd Jr. So yeah, you might be looking at CJ potentially. CJ might go hook up with his brother.
That's where I was going to go.
At St. John. He might go back home.
A reason I say no, CJ, is because he's already transferred once. Remember, it came from Xavier, so he's used his free one, unless he gets, a waiver, which I doubt would happen in this case. I also think that he's going to be a guy kind of where Thor Bjarnason was in Fred Hoiberg's first year, where he's just a glue guy. He knows what the coach wants. He can be in the right spot.
Yeah.
The reason I say yes, CJ, is because it seemed like there was a real desire for him and Simeon to play together, his younger brother. I think there's that pull. St. John's closer to home. I think that could, be a fit. And there's a lot of guards. CJ Wilcher, I don't want to call him a disappointment. I don't think he's lived up to everything. Yeah. Maybe another fresh start would be something he's looking for. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, not without knowing anything going on behind the scenes. I could see either way with him.
Yeah, I could see an either way move. But you're right. I think the waiver would be out of the question. So It would be some time that he had to give.
Like a
give to
year
them.
of
Yeah.
time. So that's a lot.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to be the
Yeah.
elderly statesman when it comes down to it? I don't know. Not me.
Right. The other thing I was going to say very quickly, then we'll talk a lot of NBA draft to round out the hour. But the other thing with Nebraska basketball is if they get Crease and even if they don't, with the guards they have, could we see a lot of, 4 guard, 1 big lineups? Or does that leave Nebraska even too small? Are you okay throwing out, like 4 guards and Josiah Alec, 4 guards and Rink, 4 guards and Blaze for a few minutes at a time? Or is that still scary?
Without Hosses, I'm worried. With Hosses, with another few that have Jawan Gary Hart, Emmanuel Bandamill Hart, even Sam Griesel Hart. Another 1 or 2 of those, I'd be okay with it, because what it's going to require is if you've had a chance to see anything about Stricky, is I would put my head in there. I mean, I got a picture I could show you where I'm literally boxing out Yao Ming. Which
all 7 foot,
all
what, 2 of them,
7'5",
7'5",
6.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Holy smokes. You're big. You're not 7'6".
But I'm not that. But I've got a photo of me that was captured where I'm leaning in and I'm looking to go get it. I ain't just leaning in trying to keep him from it. But that's the type of heart you need. I'm not trying to say I have the greatest heart, but most, if they had a chance to see me or they've played against me, that's one of the things that they would say is he had tremendous heart. And it's one of the things that Michael Jordan, which I am honored to have had the opportunity. We're playing in a he had a golf tournament out in Austin, and we're playing in like it was like a celebrity type of game, and he had a lot of us kind of played in it, whatever. And the rosters come out, and he looks at the roster. This is Michael Jordan now, one of the if you've seen The Last Dance, you understand how he deals with people that he plays with. And he says, "Oh no, Strick's got to be on my team." That was one of the greatest honors that I could have, ever received. And it's because I know what that meant. He doesn't like to be with or play with anybody that's not a competitor, somebody that's got heart. So that's what I'm talking about. Just a heart. I'm talking about you're willing to go in and if it may hurt you. Like, I remember times taking charges where I had a bruised tailbone where it didn't matter. It was about the team and the possession. You know what I mean? Diving, putting yourself at risk. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of heart I'm talking about. That's what they need. If they're going to do that, you can go 4 out, 1 big, because small guys are going to have to put bodies on big guys and have to wrestle if they need to.
HDMH. Height doesn't measure heart.
Yeah.
Straight up. Notorious BIB, Bryce, Byron, the Hog Farmer. Really appreciate your thoughts on Nebraska basketball on the text line. Gorilla Bear, keep that energy. We'll get to that in the 3 o'clock hour. We're going to step aside, recap a little bit of the NBA draft. Maybe underwhelming, exciting in a couple areas, but we'll get Strick's teams that won and lost the NBA draft when we get back. You're listening to On the Block 93.7, The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Blyke, Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate, when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-63. Professional Realty Group at Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You are so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Guys, it's that time again. Another 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is starting on July 8th. I joined Farrell's a little over a year ago, and with their help, I've lost over 125 pounds and can confidently say I'm in the best shape of my life. The 10-week challenge combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching in a way that is approachable and achievable for any skill level. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off the cost of enrollment. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 70th and Vine or 40th and Yankee Hill.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Another hot, humid day as we'll see an afternoon high of 92 under mostly sunny skies. South winds could gust around 20 to 25. Late tonight, showers and thunderstorms will try to push into the region, a low of 69. So we start off the day tomorrow with some showers and storms, then heat back up with a high of 93. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverados and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Koppel discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Off and rolling here on the Block text line. You are on fire. We're going to get you in this segment. We got some good stuff going for us. Notorious PIP on the text line asks, are we becoming a doormat for the other teams in the Big Ten in basketball and football? Proceeds to say, just like Northwestern. Well, Northwestern basketball did a thing this year. That was a really solid team. Northwestern football won the Big Ten West more than Nebraska did. So
which is crazy.
It's almost unfair to say just like Northwestern. But right. Northwestern football recently has been bad. And before the last couple of years, Northwestern basketball the same way. So I get the point. But the bigger question, is Nebraska becoming a doormat in football and basketball? Kind of hard to argue it's not.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to dig in that. But real quick, I'm just going to do this quick shout out because there's nothing really to talk about. Gorilla Bear, that he says on the text line, the NHL is the best. This has been the NHL's best postseason, and it's not even close. I would have to agree. I actually followed this NHL this year because I was so excited about the storylines. I'm excited about two expansion teams, pretty relative, close, like not close as far as them being expansions, but they're two expansion teams that they're not the mainstays that were facing off, and just to watch the domination of freaking how they just murdered people in on their way to the championship. So I was excited about that. So Gorilla Bear, thanks for sharing that. Now, here's the thing I was saying. Like, one of the things that was so good about Nebraska was the brand was, I could say the brand was on, back in the day, the brand was on par with Notre Dame. Like, even Notre Dame's brand is starting to kind of go, ew, 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 ew. If you know that sound, you know.
That was so good. That was incredible. Well done.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that if you get stuck solely on the brand, and there's been many times I've had conversations with friends of mine, and I'm like, it's like we rely so much on the brand and haven't changed with the transitionings of the time and become more than just the in or the brand or the color, as what used to be. So in that sense, I understand what Notorious B.I.B. saying, because we've got to change that. Now, Nebraska volleyball brand has been that brand for Nebraska is consistent.
Strong.
It is. It's been consistent. But I can tell you this: they haven't just relied on the brand. That's the difference. They haven't just relied on the fact that it's Nebraska.
Didn't get complacent.
No, they start making the adjustments, and they stayed after it. They did different things as the changes of the times happened, and so that's why I'm saying we've got to figure that part out. We may have a strong brand within corporate, within the areas of dealing business and doing things and getting stuff done. The brand's still strong there, but in the eyes of young men and women, you have to rebuild that because it's been lost. And so if we're the doormat, I think we're worse, because like you said, at least Northwestern has freaking won 2 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I feel about
it. The standard never changed for Nebraska volleyball. Even when they weren't as successful as they had been, the standard never changed, and they adapted to try to get back to that. They made the necessary change. And here's the thing. They made the necessary changes, and I think they had the right people in place to identify what those changes were and needed to be. It's one thing to realize you need to make a change. It's another to realize what that change is and actually go out and make it.
Facts. And unnamed texter 6522 said, I'd say we have been a doormat. I wouldn't say we're becoming one. Interesting.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
I can say the trajectory for me in my mind, one of the things that we've had to deal with over the course of some years now, it's been difficult, even through Big 12 days, as we started to fall off a little bit before we made the shift. But when we got into the Big 10, it's been hard for some of the places that I've lived, because I keep hearing, oh yeah, they used to, oh yeah, when was y'all? Oh yeah, I'm like, golly, I gotta freaking hear this. And my optimism would always be, I'm hoping. But then I would look and be like, this doesn't look good. You know what I mean? And so I would say my optimism is better. I'm not drinking Kool-Aid. I would say my optimism is pretty good. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid last year. I think there was a lot of turmoil. I thought they would have been better, but then as I looked at the coaching staff and was like, we may not get there. So to finish off the way that we did last year, I was like, wow. I was even dumbfounded. I thought we'd probably ended up, 3 or 4 maybe, but we get to 6. It's good.
A few more things from the text line. Mississippi Mud Dog texted in Strick. and he is requesting that his name gets switched back to the Mississippi Mud Dog.
Well, I got you, my guy.
No. Let's have a debate about this. Is he Ohio State of our texters, or is he just
Mississippi Mud
Dog? Yeah, you earn the. I don't want to give you the Mississippi Mud Dog, because even if you are, the only one, it just sounds so pretentious. I'm sorry. I don't want to think of you like I think of Ohio State, stuck up and snobbish. So if you, as long as you know you are the Mississippi Mud Dog in our hearts, I don't want you to have that reputation of the codified in the system.
You heard what he just responded to you?
Yeah. Good try. We'll see. I'll leave it up to the other people who've been around here longer than me. I'm just saying,
the Mississippi Mud Dog. I know you've been around, man. You've been around. You've been a good fan, a good fan of Stricky, man. I will call you the Mississippi Mud Dog because I freaking love you. I freaking love you, bro. So the Mississippi Mud Dog, I'll call you, but I will allow the others to have their say so in this debate. But me, I like you. You've been around a long time for us, so I appreciate it.
I know you're the Mississippi Mud Dog, but again, I just don't want to think of you as the. I don't want to think of you as Ohio State. I think I like you more than that. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with it. I'll let Nick, Rico, Bach, whoever else sits back here, make that change officially. Strick, someone on the text line in Lexington asks, as a fellow super competitive person, what's the dumbest contest you found yourself in just because of your competitive nature?
I'm pretty competitive, right? And there's a lot of things I would do. Now I'll tell you some things that I wouldn't. One of the things, a few of the things that I wouldn't do, I would not bungee jump. I'm 260 some pounds, 250. Actually, I've lost weight, so I'm about 250.
You're working. You're doing good.
Going
Keep it
down.
up.
And I just don't have trust for old bungee to bounce back with me on it. I just don't have it.
Skydiving?
I don't think I would do it.
Same.
I'm still, like I'm saying, I'm thinking about my weight and his weight on a freaking parachute. I don't know if I could trust that. Okay. I used to ride motorcycles and I have a heavy hand. So I would probably only ride a Harley, and I used to trust them because I'd ride in the back. I would ride in the back streets, back roads, but the new text generation, I can't do it. So those are some things that I wouldn't do. There's some games I wouldn't play, but I would tell you this game is one that even in my competitiveness, I'll play cards with the best. I'll play dominoes with you. I'll play board games and get after you.
But not Boo-Ray.
But I'll play Boo-Ray.
I thought you said you avoided it.
No.
You will. Okay, you will.
I want some cashola on Boo-Ray.
Okay.
I've also lost some cashola too, so I'll have to admit
How it
that.
goes.
But this game is one that even in my competitive nature and my desires to win, I even dressed up and performed in a wig and some heels in high school. I've even got hypnotized at a DECA thing. I was in DECA marketing. I've done some stuff, but I would say this. One of the things is scavenger hunt. Like they give you this list and you got to go into all these different places or these different locations or go to different people. Like I'm okay with talking to people. I'm okay with interaction. I'm okay with all that. But yeah, that's a little bit too out of my lane. So I think scavenger hunt would be the thing for me.
I got you. Ben was the one from Lexington that sent that in. For Ben, it was the super competitive thing he did that he thought was dumb that he did because he was competitive. Was skateboarding. His friend told him that he couldn't drop in on a ramp on a skateboard. Ben says, turns out he can't skateboard, but darn if they didn't have to drag him out of that skate park bloody and bruised.
Yeah.
Good attempt, Ben. I respect it.
And that's another thing that I would not. I would skate. I would ollie and jump curbs and flip boards and do all of that. I wouldn't rail slide and rail slide down no steps or nothing like that. But I'm definitely not dropping in. I've looked over that hill like I used to love skateboarding. I mean, I had the Tony Hawk board and everything.
Yes,
listen, I was in. But when I looked over that rail and dropping negative, I'm like, no, sir. That's just what I don't care if I had knee pads and a helmet. I was not
and a
dropping
mouth
in.
guard.
Not dropping in. So yeah, no, that was one of the things I couldn't do.
Respect.
Now I've rode BMX and jumped and get it cracking on the courses we'd make in the backyards and I've done all that too, but not. Now I'm not doing the ones where you're doing the flips and no sir, no, not Stricky.
I am much more on the chills than thrills side myself. My wife and her family love to jet ski or ride in the thing that you pull behind the jet ski and you're sitting in. I can't do that. I can swim. I'm fine with water generally. Can't do jet skis. I just can't. They're not my thing. The other thing I didn't do, the competitive part of me wanted to, but this is where my rational brain, I'm glad, stepped in. Middle school. On student council, a few of my buddies and I were, going out with student council to the Walmart on 84th Street, the one up north on 84th Street, to get some supplies or some goods for a drive we were doing. And they had the wise idea of doing a chugging contest with a gallon of fruit punch, Hawaiian punch. We're in the van on the way back. I have my couple sips. I'm like, nah, I'm good. We got track practice after this. My three buddies between them end up downing a gallon of this Hawaiian punch fruit punch. We get to track practice. They throw up in the first 10 minutes. Like, guys,
all that sugar, all that. Oh gosh,
sloshing around.
Oh.
Like, guys? How did you not see this coming? You had to know. So I'm glad I didn't participate in that one. And Mississippi Mud Dog, it sounds like the text line doesn't want you to get the.
Yeah, there's a lot of rationale. It's contrary.
Again, understand that you are the Mississippi Mud Dog. Like, there's not another one on the text line, but just be content in knowing that. Don't ask us to codify it because that's just not a good one.
For me, I would say it's like this. And this is no knock to your belief on this. This is this is my personal opinion. I still don't understand the pronouns. I still don't get it. Like I'm like I'm gonna call you by your name. I mean, that's just me. Look, this is my personal opinion. Do whatever you feel and however you feel with it. That's just not. Look, I still don't understand it personally. I don't understand what's what and how to identify if that and do. Yeah. So I just say, hey, it is what it is.
Before we go to break, let's welcome in Dave on the Honda of Lincoln hotline. Dave, how's it going? What you got for us?
Yeah, my name's James, actually.
James,
sorry to correct you on that,
James.
bro. But anyways, Doug, so I just moved back from Cali, right? And I'm just listening to the show. I popped in just looking for some Husker Sports Talk Radio. And who do I find but Eric freaking Strickland, bro? You mean Omaha's finest, dog, getting it in. And I'm thinking back, I'm like, bro, Jerron Boone, the squad you guys had and everything. And so I know you guys have an agenda and something, and I'm kind of offline. But, bro, first off, Eric Strickland, let's go.
Bless,
and
bro.
Second off, I got to ask you, bro. I mean, I'm thinking back, you know what I mean? The squad you guys had, the Penn Quakers, I believe, is who took us down. And I'm thirsty for a dance, a win, just a win, bro.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I got to ask you, my guy, is Fred Hoiberg the guy? Is he going to get it? Can he get us to the tournament and get us a win? You know what I mean? Because my guy, Tommy Watton, bro, he's all about Danny Nee and, you know what I mean, Bo Reed and the history of Nebraska ball. But Strickland, is he going to get us, bro? Come in. You mean? Somebody help us out, brother.
And you said it's James?
Yeah, James.
James, thanks for the call, man. We do appreciate you for tapping in. On that note, I think of this, Austin. I'm like, I would like to say that I think Fred has the ability to do. I will be the first to tell you and commend you. Commend him for what he was able to do with that unit last year. That gave me hope, because prior to that, with maybe even some of the talent that I thought we may have had or didn't have, I want Fred to win. I mean, he's a brother. Like, he's part of my fraternal order, outside of the fact that he played at Iowa State and we were competitors, but he's part of the fraternal order. Now. Yeah. I mean, we're both NBA, fraternal brothers for life, So even in that note, I want him to succeed. I've always wanted him to win. I mean, I've wanted to, in any way that I could be of service, of help, of, if there's anything that I could do. I've always believed in that aspect of him. And I think he's got the right mind frame. I think that he's got the tools. I think the resources. And then what he did last year gave me some hope. Now, I'm looking at the team now. I don't know. I need to see. I need to see more, because when I look at the landscape of the draft, which we're going to talk a little bit about, I need to look at some film, a little bit more film on some of the big men that they have that came in, the losses that we had. I'm just not sure. And can Tamanaga get us there? I think he has an ability to do some things. Is he really that? I want to see. I want to see if he. So for me, it's not what you did last year. It's not what, I want to see how your game has elevated from one step to the next, because you can't come back the same. No. If your game comes back the same, then you're going to remain the same. You're going to be very mediocre. You're going to be stuck. But if your game, or the games of those who are coming, are able to gel, elevate, make each other better, then I think he can get it done. Now, I'm not going to go to the standpoint right now of this year, as James said, getting that NCAA win. I don't think we're there yet, but I think we can make some noise in the Big Ten. I think the best thing for them in the Big Ten is to just get out of the freaking first day. That's a good goal that's one that you haven't done in a long time. I mean, going back to 10 miles, right?
Decade ago now.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the way I feel.
James, that was awesome. Thanks for
good question,
listening.
James.
Thanks for moving back from California. Glad to have you here. Your excitement for hearing Strick is my excitement when I walk in the door every day. It's awesome. We're here 2 to 4, James, every weekday here on 93.7 The Ticket. If you're looking for Husker talk, again, no better spot to go. It starts with Sip and Jake. AD and Raph will hit on sports, but those are just good dudes talking about life stuff. The captain of the black shirt will obviously give you plenty of Husker football talk for Sean and Terrell there. Bach and Rico on the water cooler, they touch on everything. Nick and Rico then in the happy hour, plenty of Husker talk. Strick and I, we like the basketball angle. I think that's where we connect. We'll hit on football like we did in the first segment with the Bell West recruits. DP and J for old school then. Big picture looks, Husker football talk, they'll hit it all as well. So, James, you're in the right spot here on 93.7 The Ticket. Make sure you've got that app downloaded. You've followed us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Download the app. All that's free for all of you out there. Thanks for the good stuff, text line. We need to take a break. We're up against it here. We'll wrap up hour 1 before we get into some NBA draft headlines in hour 2 of On the Block.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want home to feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Allo is here to give you the FYI. Are your shows buffering? We know why. Are your games lagging? Don't deny. Your work calls dropping? Here's the FYI. Your old school internet company can't keep up. They give it a try. Their network isn't enough. Don't get trapped in their gimmicks and lies. It's time to fiber your internet with Allo. Honest, local, and hassle-free is what we stand by. Experience Allo Internet. Visit allofiber.com/FYI.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? It's so annoying. Not Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer. Place into for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the shuffleboard corner for just $5 and get your first drink on the house. Come on Sundays for open house league all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverados and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Koppel discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dupes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton. It's the next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dupes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Another hot, humid day as we'll see an afternoon high of 92 under mostly sunny skies. South winds could gust around 20 to 25. Late tonight, showers and thunderstorms will try to push in the region, a low of 69. So we start off the day tomorrow with some showers and storms and heat back up with a high of 93. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice Hall and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606. Or learn more at high-electric.com.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with us here to wrap up hour one of On the Block. Austin Orman and Eric Strickland with you. Strick, I want to kick off the NBA draft talk with this. Two guys that didn't get drafted, two of the best players in college basketball the last few years. One of them, Drew Timme, The other, Oscar Tshiebwe. Timmy signs with the Bucks. Tshiebwe signs with the Pacers. Whose game do you like more in the G League or the NBA?
I think Tshiebwe has more of a, well, actually, Tshiebwe with his athleticism, definitely on the defensive side of things. He kind of reminds me of what was his name down in Houston for a while. Gosh darn it. Mine's drawing a blank.
Not Yao Ming, I assume.
No. he just a defensive presence, lob guy. Gosh darn it, I can't remember his name right now. But he kind of reminds me of him. Guy that's got great timing, solid body, can run.
Motor for days.
Yeah, super motor. Gosh, what was his name? But anyway, I think the issue with Drew Timme is you look at Drew Timme similar to a down tail end part of what's my guy in Miami? Love.
Yeah, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. He's like the tail end part of Love, because young Love was a beast.
Double machine.
Young Love was a beast. I think Timmy just doesn't have the athleticism. Now, where he can be a value is he continues to shoot that ball. Like if he can stretch, and he just doesn't elevate enough. In the NBA, guys are losing that stuff, bro. Like that. Anything that he does, any counter move that he does, it's getting lost. Because he doesn't elevate. Like, yes, you can look at Jokic and say, well, Jokic doesn't elevate, but Jokic is 7 foot.
He's bigger and he's more skilled.
Bigger and
better shooter.
I would say that. I think Timmy has great skill. I really do. I think he has great skill. Knows how to use his body well. I just think in an NBA game where guys are super athletic, super strong, or a lot more, I don't think initially he's going to be a fit. I think he's going to be a G League project that if he can go and show improve, get into the program, maybe work on quickness of footwork and maybe some elevation, he may be okay. But definitely a role guy, right team situation. Maybe if he got with Denver, that might be a good place for him, Pacers, I think that's okay for him to start. Is it with the Pacers, right?
Timmy with the Bucks.
With the Bucks?
Pacers.
Oh, I'm not. Get behind. Yeah. Get behind. Learn. You know what I mean? But I think Tshiebwe probably has a little bit more upside.
Here are the two comps. So these are the absolute best case scenarios for these guys that I could come up with. Tshiebwe could be Andre Drummond. Not as much of an offensive game. Decent defense, a lot of rebounding.
Yeah. Great point.
Yep. Drew Timme, comp, I don't think he gets this level. Sabonis.
Yeah,
you don't see it?
I don't see it. I don't see him. I don't
see him reaching that level.
If he gets
that
there,
style.
But right now he's that. Yeah, I can see the comp. That's a good comp.
I don't think either of them get there.
Another one that I think has upside. I think he might have been drafted in the 40s. Was Trace Jackson.
We're going to get to him next hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're going to do that, Strick. He is on my list of players that won the draft, even though he got drafted with the second to last overall pick. That's where we're going. Teams that won and lost, players that won and lost, full NBA draft reaction next with the 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland. You're listening to it on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
The new season of the Nebraska Lottery's Lucky for Life Ticket Snap promotion is here. Until July 10th, buy a Lucky for Life ticket and enter the voucher number for a chance to win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets, regular Nebraska football season tickets, single game Nebraska football tickets, an incredible weekend football experience, or tickets to Volleyball Day in Nebraska. So snap to top prize odds. That's 1 in 30 million.
What are you doing, hon? I thought we were going to pick up our Powerball with Power Play and Double Play tickets.
Hold on, I have to sit through this video meeting for work.
Do they realize how big the Powerball jackpot is?
I know, but these blowhards keep rambling on.
I don't want to miss my chance to win millions of dollars.
Well, neither do I, but how do I get these windbags to speed it up?
Dave, you're not on mute.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Play Powerball from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And our big summer sales event is underway this month. Right now, get 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. 0.9% APR on select new Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, plus a $1,500 trade-in bonus on select Silverado and Sierras. You put all that together with some big Coppell discounts, and you have a tremendous buying experience. So stop on into the dealership or check us out online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Another hot, humid day as we'll see an afternoon high of 92 under mostly sunny skies. South winds could gust around 20 to 25. Late tonight, showers and thunderstorms will try to push into the region, a low of 69. So we start off the day tomorrow with some showers and storms, then heat back up with a high of 93. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, you want to make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment, whether it be buying, selling, building, investing, or even commercial real estate. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three. Going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Bills basketball of Lincoln, America, on air and online at theticketfm.com. Brought to you by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Hour 2 on a Friday. Fantastic first hour. Thanks to everyone who participated in the hour on the Sartor Heyman text line. Still open for you, 402-464-5685. Also open for you through the weekend even, Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Go say hi to Charles, his crew. Help yourself to their lunch buffet there at 27th and Pine Lake. Right now, though, what you should be feasting on is the content coming your way. NBA draft reaction from the 9-year NBA vet himself, Mr. Eric Strickland. Strick, yesterday we said that this draft could be one that potentially changes the NBA for years to come. Was it as exciting as we thought it could be? Was it a dud? Was it somewhere in the middle? Well, what are your thoughts on the draft night itself?
I mean, I think there's multiple things to consider. One, I think a lot of people thought that 219 was going to be that in a similar manner, right? Where you had Zion Williamson, you had Ja, you
RJ
had
Barrett.
RJ Barrett, then you had Tyler Hero, and a lot of those up and coming guys, and in their own ways have not measured up to probably the standards of taking the reins that was about to be laid out for them. It's like those in the old days, in the old cowboy days, where they had the horse and the carriage, and the reins, if they just laid there, the horse would just kind of just run off and just kind of do its own thing, and everybody's going crazy on the carriage until you grab the rein. They didn't grab them, so the carriage is all over the place right now. As far as so they were really looking, I think, for this draft to be that. So when I look at it from that standpoint, I'm saying in one instance, there's a thing that you could say that the NBA, in a sense, couldn't have messed this one up, right? The first three, let me just say that the first three picks was ones that were pretty much a foregone conclusion outside of potential trades, where we talked about Damian Lillard and the possibilities of either using that number 3 pick to get better, or if you're going to bring in Scoot Henderson, are you going to use him still as a piece, because he is a piece that can possibly make some additions to help out Dame Lillard, or is Dame Lillard now going to go into sit down with because what he was hoping is not to have a rebuild, and we talked about that. If they go that route, they're in rebuild mode, and you just look at what their draft was, it looks like rebuild. That's 3 years minimum away. 3 years minimum, right? So I don't think he's going to be happy or excited about that. So now we talk about outside of that. Now, obviously, things have changed drastically for the Spurs. They've got some good young talent with Wembanyama. They're in rebuild, so they're okay with it. Then a lot of people weren't happy. You could just listen to what happened when they drafted Brandon Miller.
The mascot keeled over. The mascot was upset.
It was like, wow, right? Just straight boo city. Boo. I mean, it was terrible. But then now let me just talk about some winners, I think, right? I think in a lot of ways, Golden State is in a winning situation.
Okay.
Even with Brandon Podziemski, right? Because this is a guy that fits. He's from the West Side, Santa Clara. He fits kind of that style. He's a 44% three-point shooter.
Huge.
So he can stroke it. So I think he's a solid fit. But on top of that, he averaged 8 rebounds. So he's one of those hard-nosed type of guys. He'll stick his neck in there. You know, those Draymond Green types. He's not against that. Plus, he's willing to pass the ball a little bit, even though he was one of their leading scorers, averaging 20 points a game. So I thought that was a good win. I think another win, if you're going to look at wins for the teams, and I'll let you get into the players, was the Miami Heat. Even though I thought they were going to go a little bit, but more bold, but the selection of Jaime Jaquez Jr., he fits their culture. He is a high motor, high energy, in shape dude. Even if he gets in better, he's going to need to get in better shape, because you can saw during the tournament, he got off to a phenomenal start and just kind of tapered off. He's going to have to be in great shape to play for Miami, but he's a solid defender. He's got good offensive skills. He knows how to use his body well. He's a guy that fits what they did. So I thought that was a good draft win if they could, get into that aspect without going big and being able to land a Damian Lillard or do something like that in a trade. So I thought that was a win. Now I got a loser win situation.
Okay.
I think there was Cam Whitmore who fell off the map, and I'm gonna let you talk about him. I think that's a loser for him, but as a team, I think it was a win, super win for Houston. Like, they are super young. If you're going to go the direction that Houston is going right now with all of this young talent, you need a coach like Ime Udoka. I mean, I'm hoping he's able to get in there and pull in the reins of that foolishness that's going down there for Houston right now. And so I think that was a lose-win situation for both of them, because Cam Whitmore is actually pretty solid. Like, outside of some potential, considerations for his injuries possibly, and just, other things, they say he didn't interview very well. Some of those things made for a little bit of a loss. Okay. I think it's debatable as to whether or not the Lakers won. With not, D'Angelo Russell, some, outside concerns about whether or not re-signing him. You get Jalen Hood-Schifino at 17. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's a guy that probably you're not going to rely on, but you still got Schroeder there.
Right.
So, but it's somebody that has some potential upswing in his game. So I kind of like that, as an opportunity for them as well.
They trade for Max Lewis out of Pepperdine.
I saw that.
A solid shooter.
Yeah, at 6'6". Good 3-and-D guy.
Right.
They need depth. That's one of the areas that they have some problems with. And let me just say this. It's loser for the traditional bigs.
Oh, huge L.
Huge L.
Capital, italic, bold, underlined.
This
L.
is why I believe your boy out of Purdue made his way back to Purdue. Because he could probably, an agent or whatever, or I don't think he can get an agent, but whoever was talking in his ear could see the writing on the wall that is a super L for the bigs. And so I think that was something to consider. I think it's a huge win for Overtime Elite, getting 2 players in the top 5. So for their program and what they're trying to do with young players, that's a big win for them. And those are some of the ones that I just had on my mind at this point, and I'll turn it over to you to give you the rest of the time.
Nah, not the rest of the time. We go back and forth. It's a partnership.
Right.
That's what we do. 2 teams that stood out to me real quick. I like what the Clippers did. Kobe Brown from Missouri is fun. Jordan Miller, I don't like him because he went to Miami, but I like how he fits on the wing for them. The other team that stood out to me, Strick, was the Jazz. Picking 9th, 16th, and 28th. They get Taylor Hendricks out of UCF, 3-and-D, kind of Brandon Miller from a smaller school. Maybe even more rim protection. I like that. Keontae George, I'm not sold on, but at 16 as a potential lottery pick coming into the year, I like him in just outside the lottery. And then Bryce Sensabaugh, if the concern about him is his knee, worth a flyer. at the end of the first round. So I don't mind that for Utah. For the players that I think won, you brought him up at the end of the first hour, Trace Jackson Davis from Indiana. He tweeted something about, they'll all regret this, for passing on him. My first thought was, well, Trace Jackson Davis, you're going to regret not discovering a jump shot. You're 6'9", 245. Learn to shoot a free throw line jumper, and you won't have any regrets. But he ends up going to Golden State, and that's why he's a winner. At 6'9", 245, he is very similar in size to the Warriors' current starting center in Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney, not a huge offensive presence. Good screen setter, good role guy. I think Trace Jackson Davis has some more athletic bounce to him.
Yeah.
I think he can protect the rim a little bit more, be a little more of a lob threat.
Yeah.
Give Trace Jackson Davis a couple of years behind Kevon Looney.
Yeah.
That's a perfect fit and
I
role
think it's a
for
great
him.
fit. I think it's a great fit and role. And I think shooting-wise, he'll get better. Just being there. Not that he will be great, but that he will get better. I will say another team winner was the Dallas Mavericks.
Go.
Okay. I'm gonna let you tap in. I'm just gonna give a little brief.
Talk to me.
The Dallas Mavericks were able to dump Davis Bertans' contract, which was bloated, super bloated. I couldn't believe it, but I mean, you in that alone, you saved $20 million. So dumping his contract, you're putting yourself in a position to continue to negotiate with Kyrie Irving, and you in dropping down because you had the 10th pick, you didn't go out and stretch yourself, so you were able to handle a situation that was going to hinder you ultimately, and you were able to get one of the best freaking shooting centers in the draft.
My boy, D
Lively the second.
Yeah,
and he's more athletic than Christian Wood. I think he can do a little bit more, but he has stretch capabilities with a little bit more athleticism and some defense, which I don't think Christian Wood had. He was just more of a good stretch guy, good offensive presence. He was size, but he didn't really give you. And then on top of that, you were able to add Rashawn Holmes and Olivier Maxence Prosper, the number 24 pick.
OMP is the new DFS.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a big win for them. And likewise, it wasn't a loss for Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it was a great win for them. They got, Kason Wallace, who they,
love that for them.
That's a good move for him. Even though I think they're very guard heavy. They like Getty, but I think they're maxing great pieces, and they've got all the capital they can make. Oklahoma City is one of the teams, I think one of the top 3 teams that has the most coffers to do anything that they want anytime that they want. So I think that was a good win for all parties.
Between draft capital and players that other teams would want. No team has that combination of them. Some of them might have players, some of them might have picks, but the combination, it's OKC. And it's not close.
Not even close.
Glad you brought up my boy D Live. Duke guy. Didn't play much early in the year due to injury. I think he's a huge winner. Selected in the lottery after being the top-rated player in his high school class coming into last year. Didn't play the first couple months dealing with that injury, like I said. But Strick, by the end of the year, he was single-handedly shutting teams down. He blocked like 6 shots in the first 12 minutes against Oral Roberts, a top 5 scoring offense in the first round NCAA tournament game. Only 2 of 13 from 3 in college, but apparently shot it well in his workouts. But even if the shot, doesn't come along that far, he's going to anchor that defense. He solves a lot of problems, like a 9'4" standing reach, still can jump out of the gym, can switch on to guards. I love that for him. We can be the centerpiece. I love that for Dallas. That's a great pick and roll partner. He's skinnier, bouncier Tyson Chandler.
I think a loser. And I don't know where they freaking get this from, but I've got to say Orlando Magic.
I still don't know what their plan is.
I still don't understand what they're doing, man. Austin, I have no clue what they're doing or what they're trying to do.
Don't ask me. I'm with you.
And I can't even, I can't even articulate to you why they're such losers outside of the fact that what kind of ball are you trying to play? Yes, I love Wagner, in the German voice, Wagner. I love Wagner. I love Van Caro. But you're super guard heavy. I mean, you are. I'm like,
and not one of them can shoot the ball.
Help me. I can't even talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I'm just dumbfounded. Like, I'm looking at Orlando like I have no clue what direction you're trying to go. I can at least look at Brooklyn and say, at least okay, I can kind of get an idea of what you're trying to do. You know, it makes a little bit of sense. Even with Detroit, the kind of some of the moves they're making, I'm kind of like, but I can see some of the combination fits. You know, they don't have strokers. They needed that. So you got just a lot of athletes. It could shrink the paint for you a little bit, but at least I can kind of get a little. But Orlando, I have no clue what they're doing, bro.
No idea. Brooklyn is a sneaky winner for me. Noah Clowney, they pick kind of a worse version of Derek Lively, in my opinion. Decent ad. I love that they took Dariq Whitehead out of Duke. The guy that did his second surgery on his foot is actually the Nets team doctor.
Yeah.
So they had the best information on it. I like that for him. And a player that loses, but I think is Brooklyn's gain, is Jalen Wilson. Great developmental story at Kansas from where he started to the seasons that he had the last couple of years. Brooklyn's got a lot of wings, but I think he's a little different. Maybe not as good a shooter as a Mikal Bridges, probably a little better driver, can handle it a little more. Interesting pickup. I think he's a guy that'll play in the NBA. Bilal Coulibaly. That's a little bit of a mouthful. But he was Wemby's teammate at Mets 92 in France. Really shot up the draft boards in workouts. Ends up getting picked, what was that, 6th overall, 7th overall, and going to Washington.
Yeah.
I like that for him. I think that's higher than he was expected to go. That's a good flyer to take. Andre Jackson Jr., I love that for the Bucks. Picked, late first, early second round, traded to Milwaukee. I think he fills a need for them as a bigger playmaker. And the last winner player I have, Strick, Scoot Henderson. If he sticks around and if Dame sticks around, I love the chance for him to learn under Dame Lillard. I think that's fantastic for him.
Yeah, I think having somebody to be a leader, yes, you allow that athleticism and that brassness of his game. You don't want to contain that, but you want to be able to make sure it doesn't just get to that Houston type of mentality and way of playing. So having somebody like Dame to be able to help that out, that's definitely important.
I was going to say too, if they do end up trading Dame, I think the fit is okay, because if Scoot's going to get downhill, either Dame can hang back, play off ball, spot up, or Anthony Simons can shoot the rock.
Yeah.
Young man's got some range.
Yeah.
So I think there's a good fit there. My last loser is Chris Livingston. Freshman from Kentucky, declared he's the last pick in the draft by the Bucks. Good for him, he got picked, but I don't know why he came out.
There's a few of those that you that was the one thing I was going to say. Well, let me just say this: who won out of the Washington Celtics trade?
It's hard for me to say Washington won if they didn't get a first rounder they controlled. But like you talked about yesterday, we can't say Boston won yet because Porzingis hasn't played for him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Couple things on the text line that we'll get to when we get back as we keep the NBA train rolling. James will chime in on your question. I think we got an Orlando homer in the text line, so we will address that as we roll on during On the Block here on 93.7 The Ticket.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Nicklin, Nebraska, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here, and I have an exclusive opportunity for you to win $500,000 by joining me in the Living Lucky with Luke Combs lottery experience. When it rains, it pours for lucky fans and lottery players who enter to win a chance of a lifetime. Join me in Nashville for a private concert at the iconic Ryman Auditorium in 2024. One lucky winner will have the chance to walk away with $500,000 at the end of the show.
Details at nelottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs ticket top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
You've driven a GE Supply countless times without even knowing at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a $5 to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustic, especially Kevin and his crew will get project and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. Reach out to Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Under hot days, we'll see an afternoon high of 92 under mostly sunny skies. South winds could gust around 20 to 25. Late tonight, showers and thunderstorms will try to push into the region, a low of 69. So we start off the day tomorrow with some showers and storms, then heat back up with a high of 93. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket.
We're back, hour 2 here on the Block Off. Norman Eastrick with you for another half an hour or so before we turn it over to DP and J for Old School. Text line, you guys are killing it today. Appreciate you all. James called in before. Appreciate that. Texted in Strick. He has a question about the Mavs. Your opinion on the Kyrie and Doncic pairing. Why didn't it work? What are your thoughts on that? Should they run it back? Should they keep pursuing him? What are Dallas's options?
I actually think they should. I think they should run it back. I think they can actually work together. I think they could play off of each other when one's out of the game. There's no loss of anything. I think it's really just the style of play. Now, here's my question. Is Jason Kidd the one? I think he could be, but there's certain conversations that you would need to have. And is Jason, like being around Jason, Jason was kind of stoic to himself. He wasn't super vocal. You know what I mean? So I would have trouble thinking that Jason would be able to go in and really sit down and look those guys in the face and tell them about themselves and what they need and what's expected of them. I could be wrong. It could have changed. Now, Jason's he's one of those on the court leaders. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't know, let me give you an example. Like there was, when I first went to Boston, they were a young team. It was a lot of disarray. It looked a lot like Houston, just guys just kind of playing. Yeah. Young Antoine Walker, young Paul Pierce, young Mercer, Ron Mercer. I mean, it was just young Walter McCarty. It was a bunch of young guys just running all over the place. And when I first got there, they had some good leadership. I mean, obviously Kenny Anderson was there, a few older guys, and then myself. And then one of the things that I know that Coach O'Brien did is he sat down with Antoine and Paul, and he basically let them know. He sat down with them individually and he sat down with them collectively. And he said, listen, you two are the guys. You're going to get most of the opportunities, but we can't win if you don't have a mindset to share the rock. You know what I mean? Like you can't just think that this is like all about, if you do that, you're not going to have any success and you're not going to win. But if you do that, you'll be all-stars, both of you, and we'll win a lot of games. Something to that tone. I don't know the exact conversation, but that conversation happened because there were many games where I'd lead the team in scoring, or Eric Williams would lead the team in scoring, or Kenny some days. There are a lot of games where it wasn't necessarily Paul and Antoine, but they knew guys were drawn to them and they would be willing to hit that guy, the open guy, and we may get hot. So he needs to have a conversation similar to that with Kyrie. And if they're not willing to buy in, then, we're not going to resign you. You've got to commit to, we got to be about championships and winning. Because in the West, you got a gauntlet. You're not going to just be able to, don't think you're going to go into Denver, and don't think you're going to go into any of those places, Sacramento. Don't think you're going to go into any of these places in the West and just going to walk through them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So
that's where I think the addition of role guys like Prosper goes a long way with the wing defense. Derek Lively, if he can develop quickly to make those guys' lives easier on defense. I also wonder if there is an NBA equivalent to Mike Tomlin that could be good for Dallas, where he lets the guys be themselves as long as it's not getting in the way, but also expects the most out of them.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. But
yeah.
Maybe that's what they need.
And maybe that is Jason, but I think there needs to be a conversation in order for that to work. Otherwise, that's not going to work because they are both ball dominant guys, ISO type of guys. We've talked about how that system don't work. They would have to literally humble themselves. It would be similar to what LeBron had to do in order for that Cleveland team to win a championship. He had to basically say, you know what? There's times where I'm going to have to be like, okay, yeah, Kyrie, do that. You know,
right.
And do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't win if Kyrie in a couple of those playoff games against the Warriors that he doesn't do that or have space for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there was a good combination of that, but then you have to be able to humble yourselves And sometimes you can't be about averaging 30. You got to be about averaging 24, and we're going to win a lot of freaking games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You and I saw this one as we were heading into break, and it made us both chuckle. I think we have a Magic fan in Lincoln who wants himself to be heard. Orlando is going to trade for Dame.
Hell to the no. To the no, no. Hell to the no. No, that is not going to happen. Dame would be better to stay in Portland and waste away. There's nothing happening. I'm sorry, unnamed texter. 9893. Listen, there's nothing happening in the immediate future. Now in the East, there in time, there's a lot of room for things to happen. But my goodness, that you would waste another 3 to 4 years trying to go down to Orlando and do something. I just do not see it. There's nothing right now in Orlando that shows me that there's anything that can happen in the next 2 to 3 years, and that would be an absolute waste. We talked about some of the best places for him. I think one of the best places for him would be definitely Miami. Phoenix is no longer the case. I don't think and let me just say this. I actually think the dominoes will begin to fall, and it's going to start with Fred VanVleet. That's just my thought.
Okay. Brad, you are the Magic fan here in Lincoln. You can be good again, but you have to have a plan. The other reason that this isn't happening is because how bad would Portland look if they shipped Dame off to waste away in Orlando for a few years? The last few years of his career. Dame doesn't want to do that. That's such a bad look for Portland. Like, if they ship him to Orlando, there's no young guard for him to mentor. That roster's still, like you said, incoherent. Don't know what they're doing. That would be such a bad look for Dame to stick with Portland that long, and they reward him by trading him to Orlando.
Yeah, it would look bad for them. It would look bad for because Dame is not going to be happy with that. Outside of anybody that is on the verge or potentially, now, I would say that I think if you're going to go to a rebuild, if I'm Dame, I'm going to San Antonio.
Oh, yes.
I'm all down for that. Okay, let's go. Let me go be a version of really running this young squad and let's see.
Pop coach him at the Olympic team.
You know what I mean? If I'm gonna, there's no way I'll go to Orlando. Any team in Florida that I would go to is definitely going to be Miami. It's not going to be Orlando.
From someone on the text line, Strick, does Philly bring back Harden or trade Tobias Harris?
In order for Philly to get better, that contract of Tobias Harris is going to have to go. For some reason, I don't think Harden wants to be there. That could be a move or a lobby for more money, potentially. But I'm going to be even honest to think that Harden's to a point also to where he's like, I need to get somewhere. Now, if he goes back to Houston, it ain't about winning. It ain't about winning. Yeah. If he goes back to Houston, it's about making it rain.
On and off the court. Here's
it ain't about winning.
No, nah.
It's about Onyx.
James Harden too. So the Lakers struck out on Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Would James Harden be interested in signing with them? Would the Lakers be interested in pursuing him?
This version of James Harden, maybe. But I think if you do analytics on James Harden, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. The analytics on James Harden is definitely good, throughout the season. But when it gets to the playoffs, it's like, yeah, it's not very good. His analytics in the playoffs are not very good, and so I don't think that would be a great look. Oh yeah, DP's teasing me over there. I'm definitely getting in.
So good.
There's no question. There's some cupcakes in here that are red velvet. They don't have a chance.
MVP, the
to get through the weekend.
for Marcy.
They don't have a chance to get through. Now, the Lakers might have a chance if they had them cupcakes sitting in there, but they don't have a chance. So
we'd be walking on that red velvet carpet. We'd be eating them red velvet cupcakes. They are, Marcy, well done.
Well done,
Marcy.
Marcy.
Swinging by, dropping them off. And a sweet potato pie.
Oh yeah, I got to tap in on that too. Yeah, they don't have a chance to get through the weekend.
Absolutely not. One other thing I wanted to run past you, Strick. NBA draft, typically 60 picks long. 30 teams in the league, each draft twice. That's how it's set up. Last night, only 58 picks instead of 60. The Bulls lost a pick and the 76ers lost a pick. They both violated tampering rules during NBA free agency. What do you think of losing a draft pick as a punishment for tampering?
I hate it. I don't know how you view it, but I hate it. I think that to take away an opportunity for a player by way of something that, the organization member, okay, I understand you find them. Okay, there's other ways to do it. There may be something out there, another way to make a benefit for another team potentially. What do you think? I don't know. I just don't like the fact that you're taking it away.
I think you take the pick away from the team that tampered, but the pick has to go to the team that was tampered with.
Oh, so they get an additional.
Yeah, or something
Ooh.
like that. Because
that would be interesting.
Because like you said, it's so dumb for me to see an opportunity taken away from a player. The team needs to be punished, but don't punish guys who have made this their life dream, that have worked that hard. Don't take 2 opportunities away from them. Being an NBA draft pick, even making the league, is such a difficult thing to say. It gets harder. If you're not drafted, the rates on that is so low compared to the ones that, get the shot through the draft. Don't take away an opportunity from players. Punish the team, find a way to do that. And maybe just giving the pick back to the team, that was tampered with, I guess. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe they don't even want the pick. They would have sold it anyways. But give them the pick and let them sell it for cash.
Yeah, or
something like that.
Move it or use it as a weapon, a tool,
right?
Or an additional tool that they can add to their coffers.
Something
Maybe
chest,
like just think about this though, right, Austin? Just think about the fact that the Lakers right now, if that happened to them, how they would use that pick. Like teams that don't have it or lost it because they've done something dumb, and because somebody did something dumb to me, to get an additional pick that they may not have had till like dang near 2026 or 7. I think that's dope.
What if you give the pick back to the league, give the pick to the NBA,
and put it in a lottery?
Are allowed to buy the pick.
Ooh,
first come, first serve. We'll pay X for the 59th pick.
Do you make it like who pays the most? Like
maybe the value of the contract.
Like do you make it like no one knows the exact amount, and then everybody? Is it a way for them to make? No, I don't know. I think they're about the paper anyway, right?
Right.
So they just say, okay, how much you want to put in?
Do you pay the value of like the 2-way contract? Do you pay the value of like the veteran minimum? Do you set it at 100,000, 150,000? I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know.
Figuring the numbers out can come secondary, but the main point is don't take opportunities away from
players.
players.
Even if you threw it back in there and okay, who would be interested? Okay, everybody puts 150 in, and whoever comes out the hat, make it another lottery. Whoever wins it.
Sure.
I mean, if you want to get involved, get in. You know what I'm saying? You want to put up the money. I don't know.
Someone's saying silent auction.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Okay.
I was trying to say a silent auction, like, okay, I really want this. I'm gonna put up 1.5, and then somebody's like, dang, that might be interesting. We really don't have some. I'm going 3 million.
Ooh.
And then whoever opens the envelope and got the biggest paper mount on it, you win. Because the NBA don't care. They want money. Like the NBA is like they'll find something to do with that money. So
they have
for
not
them,
had a problem finding a use for it.
Yeah, for them, they're like, I don't care. Let's make it a silent auction bid. If you want it.
There are ways for everyone to benefit, other than just throwing the pick away. The same person that asked about Philly and Harden Harris says Daryl Morey should be voted worst GM in the league for tampering with Daniel House Jr.
Oh, man.
If that's the case, if they lost that pick for tampering with Daniel House Jr.,
that's crazy.
What are we doing?
What are we really doing? What are we doing?
Desperate.
Boy. The OG CJ, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think silent auction would be dope. I'm like, if I'm the NBA, I don't give a dang. Put your money in and let's see who win.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. We're winning here during On the Block. We got one more segment to do. We'll wrap up our show with the crossover. DP in the house. Hopefully Jay slides in as well. We'll wrap up On the Block for the week next.
Proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V
is thrilled to announce our newest location is now
Generation.
Explore all your most liquid and premium THCA.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and the drink. Your boss, your wall, and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit Bauer Infrastructure. They have benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Save money on energy-efficient equipment with the LES. Nearly half of the financial incentives are still available for qualifying projects. View incentives and learn more at .com/SEP.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals by pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Guys, it's that time again. Another 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is starting on July 8th. I joined Farrell's a little over a year ago, and with their help, I've lost over 125 pounds and can confidently say I'm in the best shape of my life. The 10-week challenge combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching in a way that is approachable and achievable for any skill level. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off the cost of enrollment. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 70th and Vine or 40th and Yankee Hill. The wait is almost over. The Guardians of Freedom Air Show is the hottest event in the area, coming to Lincoln Park on Saturday, August 26th and Sunday, August 27th. Elevate your air show experience with tickets to the premium seating tent, padded seats, meals, and just $120. Premium tickets are going your day. Tickets, and for more information, August.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
BJ, did you ever get a chance to meet Broderick Sandman Thomas? Yeah.
He had 1 year where he just went off.
Tampa?
Yeah, he had 174 tackles.
Wow.
And 11 sacks in 1991. 7 forced fumbles.
That's why, like when I asked Terrell, who's the best linebackers? I don't know if I've ever heard Broderick Thomas come out of Terrell's mouth. It's always same guys. Jay Foreman, Levant David, Barrett. But again, if you don't watch the tape, you don't know how good they were.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here wrapping up On the Block. Bring in half of the old school crew right now. DP in the house. DP, happy Friday.
It's a happy Friday for real. I just had the dopest red velvet cupcake. I don't even know what the icing top is, vanilla icing. And I took one bite of the cupcake, and man, I saw it was like the old Lucky Charms commercial.
The stars.
I saw moons, sun,
horseshoes,
clovers. And then the second bite was I sipped my coffee. And it went
down smooth.
Oh, it was perfect. Yeah. So, and then Strick, I had to go in there. Strick is sneaky. What? I know Strick as an NBA dude. This is like Strick would have been the dude that pick your pocket and then look at you like shoulder shrug. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about?
So I'm walking.
That's all. Hey, there's fake news going on up in here right now.
I walk by, right? So Marcy. Sweet things about Marcy with this real hookup, right? So the red velvet cupcakes, but then, first of all, he insulted me.
Y'all don't believe this on the text
Jay
line.
Foreman, he insulted me by asking me, was this sweet potato or pumpkin pie? Now, don't offend me. Listen, I will fight you for that. Come disrespectful.
I don't want no pumpkin pie.
That's a different joke. That's a different joke. That's a different joke. Does this taste like pumpkin pie? I don't know. I ain't never had a pumpkin.
Strict the brother that can show up and somebody get invited to Thanksgiving and ask who made the dressing.
Yeah, and got three plates.
Wow.
Wow. And got 3 plates.
Shots fired. Just
go
right
ahead
in the door.
He just come right in. He just
wow.
a whole family quarrel because of that.
And then he the brother that don't bring Tupperware, but somehow managed to leave with something.
Yeah. A whole you know how Target got the 10-in-1 Tupperware?
Yeah.
Strick got 5 of them.
He literally like watch his bag when he leaves, right?
Heavier than a
and
mug.
he'll wait till we on air to tiptoe out the door.
He like a tiptoe burglar.
Because I saw him in there with
you my boy though.
He in there with the sweet potato pie.
And you co-sign
and he
It's funny. I'm not co-signing. I'm laughing.
He went in. He didn't go in and get one big, like he didn't get a regular slice. He got a big slice, put it in the container, and act like I didn't see that one, and then went back in and got another one.
Hey, here's the best part, though. Here's the best part.
Oh my gosh.
The best part about it is, in my mind, I can see him doing that, though.
Oh, it was the grin when he looked up and saw me standing there.
But that's smart, though. He's like, yeah.
Oh. I know what his daddy felt like. I know what his daddy felt like.
Because he my present. He said,
oh my God.
This is my present. This is my pregame. And then I got my overtime meal.
Right? Like he in there. Like this because I'm crossover. I'm crossing over. I'm doing the spillover. I'm doing the spillover. So this is the extra slice. Like the first slice was the one you was going to give me. And then Austin not gonna take one, so I'm gonna take
station identification.
Then I'm gonna take Austin's
Got a few
slice.
minutes, sorry, Stricky.
I'm gonna take Austin's slice because he don't really know. He don't really know about sweet potato. And then Mark not here, so
Jay
that's
ain't gonna eat it. Rico already didn't have one.
That's 3, and I'm bigger than Rico. So he
wow,
out of luck. And go on in it. You can go in, literally go in there. I guarantee you. As a matter of fact, he didn't even cut it clean. He left it so there's a piece of crust with no pie on it.
He trying to divert you with evidence.
Like I'm looking, and I'm just like, this dude. He don't understand. I come from a big family, so I know how people move.
But the best part about Strick though, when he get out there, you know he got it. He doing it this way, so he got his ear out there. He like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like that though.
Oh,
Look,
one of them
it's
go
Friday.
One of them gonna
Strick
get
says, "Hey,
in the car.
I told him. Wait, hold on. Good
One
to see.
of,
That's
one
why we
of
got
them.
these.
One of them go. He gonna get one in the parking lot.
Wait.
On the way
What
home.
did I say though? Didn't I say it had? I told you what it was going to be. I said it has no chance of making it through the weekend.
Right.
I told.
Right.
I didn't lie to you.
He took one slice that he gonna eat
on the way home.
On the way home.
Then he gonna
like
eat
literally
dinner,
in the
then
car
you got-
in the parking
I like
lot.
it though.
Right. And I know there's 2 cupcakes. So Rico is plotting on the other side because he needs.
Well,
them
Rico is
cupcakes.
gone. Rico got him now.
Like he gonna get 4 cupcakes and get him out the door.
He's gonna claim it's for the wife and kids. It ain't.
Oh
no.
That's why he's hovering. Rico don't stay this long on Friday.
Well, I gave him.
He's
extra,
hovering.
I gave
Look
him
at him.
extra
Look-
work. I
look-
gave.
Oh.
Oh, you know you
Look-
can't
look-
say
look
his
at it.
name.
There he is.
You can't say his name without. Look.
Yeah.
Look. I'm gonna nickname Rico Beetlejuice.
He
If
did
you
the
say his name
Tyreek
3
Hill
times,
piece.
he show up.
Little cookie monster.
Candyman.
My
I'ma
kids are
call you
hungry.
Candyman.
Standing in the mirror, standing in the bathroom.
Hey, you guys got radio to do. I gotta bye.
Call Rico's
Tyreek
name.
Hill
Say his
piece.
name 3 times. Watch him show up. Like,
Bye.
how many cupcakes are going with you?
4.
4. I see. I know my
Wow.
people. I know my people. Y'all don't think
One for me, one for the wife, one for Ellie and KJ to share,
Uh-huh.
and one more for me.
That's fab. Fully fair.
And he's gonna make up an excuse why wifey
Fully
can't
fair.
eat it.
So Rico, I need for you to go and grab the pie and tell me how much is left.
Because Terrell messed it up.
No.
No.
Station
No.
identification,
Strick.
and we'll see you. Hey,
Stricky.
hit the minute.
Stricky.
We out.
Stricky.
Weekend.
We're not out yet. I will hit the ID though. Back in 10. Back in 10.
Home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
See, the proper phrase is Strick put his foot in this pie. It is gone. So, yeah.
No, Rico, stop the cap.
Here's the thing.
Stop the cap.
Jay, did I tell you that a piece of I called it.
That's half of it.
Piece of crust. I told you.
Yo,
You
that like a vulture came in there.
I told
Wiley the Coyote came up in that boy.
What are you talking about? That wasn't me.
spoon and just scraped it. He used the crust
You know what,
plate.
hey, you know what that's like?
Zeke.
That's like Jurassic Park, and you see the claw mark for Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just,
I
that's
It
what
was
I'm
here.
talking. Hey, Strick though. Be honest with you. On a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being the highest, was it hitting?
I ain't ate none.
You ain't ate none?
He
No.
just smelled it and stole it.
That's why I don't understand what's going on right now.
No,
That wasn't
okay,
even me, my
but-
boy.
but-
Y'all just making up for that was Rico. He didn't went in there and dug that out. And y'all see it's been a
It did take him a second to walk back. It wasn't just grab the
Exactly.
pie and come back.
No,
There was
it's
a pause.
unbelievable right now.
Let me
Strick, I have been working.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Hold that
Hey,
up again.
what did Shaggy say?
Hold that up again.
It wasn't me.
Hold
Strick.
that up again.
Strick, just
It
be honest.
wasn't me.
Strick, just be honest though.
Look at that piece.
Strick.
Look at the
It
piece.
wasn't me.
Look at the crust. Look at the
On the
crust.
level,
I
of
saw you
success.
eating on the pie. It wasn't me.
Look at the crust. Look at
And
the
you
crust.
scraped it off the sofa. It wasn't me.
Is Rico
I don't know what you're
capable
talking
of
about.
that crust? Is
But I just
Rico
want
capable?
Strick, what on the level? What's the level of anticipation you eating that pie? Because the way that thing is kind of devoured, it's got to.
Anticipation. As long as it's sweet potato, we good.
You can see where the spoon
right
hit the crust. They just scraped
my
the pie
man. My man is like what is it? Winnie the Pooh smelling
It's a
that honey.
conspiracy theory.
He's sitting at the table like,
No,
like
This ain't CSI.
Like, he at the table like Winnie the Pooh. And you know the GIF.
We ain't watching Forensic Files. This ain't Forensic Files.
This is
What y'all
not,
got
this is
going
not
on?
crime
Pump
Strickland
some pie.
investigation. It is not crime Strickland investigation.
Yeah, this is not CSI.
Oh no, he is convicted. He is convicted. We ain't even got to talk about it.
No trial.
This is not a cold case.
No, this
We
is
know
not,
who did it.
We
Hot
caught,
in the mud.
Innocent until proven Stricky out the window.
look, you know how the show was 48 hours. It took us 48 seconds. It took us 48 seconds to catch
hey,
Strick. We caught Strick
You don't need no good cop, bad cop. No cigarette, no nothing.
Nope.
Come clean.
No, Jay was the good cop that walked in. Like Foreman was the good cop, walked in and just laughed at you, shook his head. He was like,
"Oh
yeah,
shoot,
you going in, bro? You going in?"
He said, "We got your fingerprints, we got your hair, we got your fingernail
And
clippings,
we got you on video.
we've got your footprint."
You want to see how fast Strick is? Watch this. Hey Rico, go into the sales office and grab Strick's bag with the 2 containers of sweet potato.
What?
Pie. Watch this.
Hey, man.
How fast?
Hey, we gotta go. Text line. Hey, text line.
See?
This is not like your boy Flavor Flav. Don't believe the hype. I'm trying to tell you, we gotta get out of here.
What?
Old school.
Jay.
I don't know what that ain't my bag.
That's what
I don't know what's going on, but old school is in the building. Oh,
You got a third of the pie right here.
I don't know what's going on. They tried.
He cleaned off the crust and
The
said,
boss
"Pretty
did
good."
put stuff. The boss did put stuff in my try to put stuff in my bag. He
Like
trying
you're
to
going to
set
the
me up.
airport, so
You know
trying to
what I'm
get the
saying?
liquids and stuff.
But it's okay. Old school's gonna take over when we done. We out of here. It's Friday. We'll see y'all next week. We are on the block 2 to 4. We'll see y'all next Monday. Peace.
Fish equipment with the LES. Nearly half of the financial incentives are still available for qualifying projects. View incentives and learn more at les.com/SEP.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V.
Is thrilled to announce our newest location is now open at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Explore the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dudes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their hot scanner by A-Track. Stop by Brown Fit today, just south in Lincoln.
General contractors, business owners, the success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products are at premium. The response.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda Award year after year. 17 our